bin's wieder, Konsole Haram, hier mit meinem Let's Play von Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice. Und beim letzten Mal haben wir die Investigations abgeschlossen und in diesem Part geht es auch schon los mit dem, mit der Verhandlung der Verhandlungen. Das Finale von, die finale Verhandlung von diesem Spiel, so Hauptstory technisch. Boah. Ich bin so aufgeregt darauf, dass ich schon einen Sprachfehler bekomme. Das ist Wahnsinn. Ich meine, wie auch schon beim letzten Mal angekündigt, nicht nur Dirks Leben hängt jetzt davon ab, ob wir es schaffen oder nicht, sondern auch unseres, also Apollos und Phoenix. Oh Gott. Das wird hart. Aber wir stehen da durch. Wir sind Lawyer, die kämpfen bis zum bitteren Ende. 19. Mai, 8:50 Uhr. High Court of Wright. 19. Mai, 9:28 Uhr. High Court of Wright. Accused Lobby. It's complete chaos outside. Let's just say the Defiant Dragon supporters demonstrating for Dirk's freedom have taken a very special interest in the outcome of today's trial. They look about ready to string us up if we lose. Trials here are pretty much like the ones back home, but with one major difference. The divination seance. The victim's final memories will become a matter for deliberation. I've heard about that, but they haven't stopped you from winning your cases here in Wright. True, but it wasn't easy. Still, the memories of the dead are simply another piece of evidence. There's always a way to deal with them if your client is truly innocent. Well, I know Dirk is innocent, but I have one more big secret. Apollo, in court tomorrow, you may find yourself faced with a truth that is difficult to accept. But I know you. And I know you can handle the truth, no matter what it turns out to be. I know that because I believe in you. You're my son after all. Dirk, what is that secret you're keeping? Hey, AJ. Here you go, just like I promised. Hi, Dots! Und danke! Thanks, Dots. Wait, weren't you arrested by the police yesterday? Yep, and I spent the night in the slammer. I had a fine meal and shower, even a bed. What more could I ask for? Ha 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 ha! That actually sounds way better than where we're staying. Just remember, AJ, if Dirk's found guilty today, we'll all probably be found guilty under the Defense Culpability Act too. Yeah, now you just said something to that effect. That witch Garan wants to take advantage of today to crush our revolution once and for all. The fate of the revolution and every Kuranese person rests on this trial. We're counting on ya, AJ. We'll be fine. I'm going to win this one. You'll see. The trial will begin shortly, Apollo. Let's make our way into the courtroom. Right. Mach bitte noch mehr Druck. Ja. Das ist aufbauend. Aber gut. Es ist aber auch wahr. Es stehen sehr viele Leben auf dem Spiel, von daher... wir müssen es durchstehen. Wir schaffen das. Wir kriegen das hin! 19. Mai, High Court of Korain. Let the trial of Dirk Satmadi begin. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready, Your Majesty. So it's really come down to this. Well, don't expect me to hold anything back, Nayuta. This trial will examine both the murder of Justice Minister Inga Kakul-Kudain and the assassination of the former queen, Amara Sigata Kudain. First, I believe we should address the murder of Minister Inga. Would that be acceptable, Prosecutor Satmadi? Prosecutor Satmadi? Yes, of course. Please proceed. What's with him? How very unlike you, Prosecutor. Is your mind elsewhere this day? Was auch immer. Not at all, Your Majesty. Are you really going to be able to go through with this, Nayuta? Well, Prosecutor Satmadi, I would be remiss if I failed to voice a concern of mine. I have heard mention that you are son of accused Dirk Satmadi. You have heard true. Does that fact pose some sort of a problem, Your Majesty? A father being prosecuted by his own son? Could one possibly deliberate such a case without having personal feelings intervene? Yes, without question. Can he really handle this? Even if it is Prosecutor Satmadi, going against his own father is just... How can the son of a criminal even be a prosecutor in the first place? Dirk! Fellow citizens, you would do well not to underestimate my son. He is not one to allow personal feelings to interfere with the execution of his duty. Isn't that right, Nayuta? I will not stop until my work here is done. See? So all your doubters, just sit back down and before you trip over your own stupidity. Ha! Ha 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 ha! The accused will not take the stand without first being summoned. In any case, Prosecutor Satmadi has no issue with this arrangement. Then let us commence the deliberation. Dirk, du bist toll. Hä? One moment, if you would. Your Eminence! Your Eminence! What brings you here? Da 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 da! Your Majesty, it would appear that Prosecutor Satmadi does indeed have some reservations. No! That's not true! Did you truly believe you could deceive me, Nayuta Satmadi? One should know reservations if one is to stand on these hallowed funerary grounds. I have none, Your Eminence. No, it is clear we cannot leave this matter to you. We shall handle the prosecution of enemy of the crown Dirk Satmadi personally. But remain by our side and bear witness to how a true prosecutor enforces the law. Excuse me, but is the Queen going to prosecute the case? Is that, kosher? There is no need for concern. Before we were crowned Queen, we served as a prosecutor. Really? As a foreigner, your ignorance can be excused. But know this. The prosecutor in charge of Queen Amara assassination case 23 years ago was none other than Her Eminence, Queen Garan Segata Kudain. First your majesty and now this. Why doesn't anyone ever tell me these things? Phoenix! I'd heard she'd served as the Minister of Justice, but she was also a prosecutor? I'm guessing she probably moved up the ladder from prosecutor to Justice Minister. We prosecuted that case 23 years ago, but no verdict was ever rendered. We had one guilty verdict in every case until then, for no lawyer could stand up to us. I am at loss of words. To think I would once more be a witness to Her Eminence at work in the Hall of Justice. Our first trial in 23 years. No quarter shall be given to criminals. We shall prosecute them with all our might. Okay, also gegen die Königin. Ah! Weiche von mir! Weiche von mir! Oh, what a magnificent sight! The Queen's authority prosecuted us to think we could see it once more. Was ist daran bitte wunderschön? Sie sieht verdammt nochmal aus wie ein Villain von den Power Rangers! What the? That's Queen Garan? Talk about an extreme makeover. It's all coming back now. The feel of my blood pumping through my veins. Woe to you, O enemies of Kurain, for I shall personally slice, dice, and grind you up into hog feet. I don't suppose I can ask her to roll back to her polite pre-makeover personality. Know this, lawyer. Yes? Know that I stand as prosecutor. Consider your defense bench a handsman's scaffold. If you wish to leave any last words, I advise you to start thinking of them now. While you still have a head with which you think, that is. Meep! She's dead serious. Now it is time for the divination seance. Rafa, come forth. Your benevolence. Thank you for gracing us with your presence. Und hoffe, dass du dich nicht genauso in so einen Power Ranger Willen verwandelst wie die Frau da auf der anderen Seite. Sie ist gruselig. Sie macht mir Angst. Sie stinkt. Your benevolence? I understand it might be difficult for you, but may we proceed with the divination seance? Yes, let us proceed. Forgive me for asking, but are you feeling physically unwell? If so, I would advise you to avoid any undue exertion. Your benevolence? What's wrong? It's like her mind's anywhere but here. A lot's happened since yesterday. On top of the murder of her beloved father, she found out that he'd been planning a coup. And today she'll have to experience his death through his own eyes. Yeah, that would be enough to shake anyone up. Still, it seems like she's worse off today than she was yesterday. Yeah, I don't remember her being this depressed. We must speak with our child. It is a mother's duty to discipline her child, after all. Now, if you would excuse us. Discipline? Coming from her, I don't like the sound of that at all. Yeah. Wait. Jahren didn't do something to her, did she? Wenn ich erfahren sollte, dass sie geschlagen hat, dann gibt's was! Your Eminence, about today's divination seance. As I understand it, the prosecution has yet to review its content. Is this deviation from protocol a part of your plan? Prosecutor Satmadi, would you care to explain your actions? Your Eminence, the accused was caught at the scene of the crime. Therefore, I deemed no seance would be necessary for such a clear-cut case. You and your bleeding heart. You seek to spare Rafa the trauma of witnessing her father's death. Is that why you have done this? Not at all. You were concerned for me, Prosecutor Satmadi. That's oddly compassionate of him, all things considered. Your Eminence, your Majesty, regardless of what is best for her benevolence, this case is blessed with a bounty of incontrovertible evidence. So I believed we can reach a swift verdict without devoting precious time to a seance. You have a point. Personally, I would like to spare her benevolence any undue misery. Experiencing the murder of a loved one is a burden no one should have to bear. Prosecutor Satmadi, your Majesty, can this trial truly proceed without a divination seance? I can't blame her for not wanting to experience her father's murder firsthand. Your Eminence, what are your feelings on the matter? Shall we have her benevolence return home for some much-needed rest? We shall not. You fools spoil her with your feckless words of compassion. Listen well, Rafa. You have spoken time and time again about how grown up you are now. Yes, but... So, let us see if the royal priestess has truly come into her own. Are you prepared to fulfill your duty and perform the divination seance as you should? Frau, was ist mit dir bitte schön falsch? Das ist immerhin dein Kind, du dummes... Bah! Yes. That's better. See? Problem solved. Poor Rafa. Is this really a good idea? I guess we'll see. Very well. Let us begin. The divination seance. Naina, my robe. Looks like Naina's still missing. It's been a whole day already. Barbed hat. Yes? You remove my robe. What? Why me? Don't keep her benevolence waiting now, Mr. Wright. Can't you see she's ready to begin? Great. I've been reduced to royal robe remover. It's like she's grooming Mr. Wright to be Naina's replacement. Very well, your benevolence. Please start when you are ready. Come, Rafa. You know what must be done. There is no turning back now. I know. The final memories of the deceased. This should be interesting.
O Holy Mother, we hold this divination seance in your name. Let the eyes of everyone here be clear, and our ears be unstopped. O dance of devotion, guide the victim's soul to me, so that we may receive their final memories in the pool of souls.
Ich möchte die Frau jetzt schlagen, dafür, dass sie ihre Tochter dazu zwingt. For real. Das macht man nicht. Nichts. Your benevolence! What's wrong? This is unacceptable. Sei bloß ruhig! Bailiff, take your benevolence to the first aid station at once. This is not good. Your Eminence, do you have any idea why her benevolence collapsed so suddenly? It seems she was not ready for what the deceased was to reveal. It overwhelmed her. Her inexperience and immaturity left her ill-prepared to face her father's death. And she said she could go through with it. How very disappointing. Halt deine dumme Fresse! Du hast sie schließlich dazu genötigt. I know someone who is not winning Mother of the Year ever. Danke, Apollo. I mean, of course, Rafa's going to be overwhelmed. She's still just a child. It seems we have no choice but to move on to witness testimony. Your Majesty. Oh, yes. Let us proceed. Bailiff, summon the first witness, if you would. Okay. Dann halt so. Is this not the accused? It is indeed. I thought it would give him the opportunity to plead his case. But true justice is more than an unilateral presentation of the facts by the prosecution. That seems uncharacteristically fair of her. However, should the accused fail to produce convincing testimony, he, along with his cabal of traitorous lawyers, shall immediately be found guilty, and their heads will roll from their shoulders. What? I should know there was a catch! Your court, your rules. Same as it always was, I see, Jahren. Now then, Mr. Dirk Satmadi, if you could enlighten us as to what happened. Well, I would, if I could. Da war ja was. Dirk meinte ja von wegen, dass er sich an gar nichts mehr erinnern kann. Oh Gott, wie soll das ausgehen? I was struck by a sudden dizziness the moment I entered the tomb. The next thing I knew, I was standing there with a bloody knife in my hand. And lying right in front of me was Inga, dead as a doorday. I've no recollection of what happened in the interim. But I didn't kill him. At least, I don't think I did. I'd go against everything I believe in. That didn't explain squat. For the record, let it be known that the accused's fingerprints were all over the murder weapon. And since he was caught in the act, there was no chance of a third party to tamper with it. Well, that certainly seems to point the finger at you, Mr. Satmadi. Even as a lawyer, I have to agree with you there, Your Majesty. Seriously, Dirk? This is no laughing matter. This is exactly what Jahren wanted. To have Dirk try to plead his case, only to fail miserably. How low can she go? Prosecutor, behold this most unpleasant of spectacles and let it be etched into your soul. See how instant of accepting the inevitable, those fish-brained lawyers flounder and flop themselves straight into the abyss of despair. Yes, Your Eminence. Show me the way. Now then, would the defense please begin their cross-examination? Müssen wir ja. Oh, bugger. Why? Ugh, diese Frau. Na gut. Wir können nichts weiter machen als Bombenangriffe durchzuführen. Der erste Strike. Do you recall anyone putting the knife in your hand, Dirk? Wish I could say it. I did, but I don't remember a thing from before I came to. You think there might have been a third party in the tomb, son? Yeah, because if you didn't do it, then the real killer must have been there with you. You called, Your Eminence? Does she go anywhere without those goons? Was there a third party in the tomb when you were securing it? No, Your Eminence. We searched high and low, but found no one of the sort. And there you have it. Danke dir, du mit dem Schlaganfall. Alright, they did search the place. Furthermore, my guards have the entire tomb surrounded, so there was no way for anyone to escape. That's right, no one gets in our way without our knowledge. Overhead side directs were absolutely flawless. Do you see now? The presence of a third party is beyond the realm of possibility. The tomb was, for all intents and purposes, completely sealed off from the rest of the world. What a waste of time! How can it be any more obvious? That must be the killer! Thanks for nothing, gallery guy. As if your graves weren't already deep enough. Accused, what do you believe about the possible presence of a third party? Well, based on the situation you presented, I'd say the chances are slim to none. You didn't have to agree with her, Dirk! Let the accused's statement be added to his testimony. Very well, Mr. Satmadi, if you would. It's like the more we press, the thinner our case gets. Well, let's keep pressing, and maybe we'll work out the wrinkles in it too. The possibility of a third party being there in the tomb is probably non-existent. Wieso musst du dem auch noch zustimmen, Dirk? Mann! Du machst es uns nicht einfach. You know that? Okay. Dann lassen wir es erstmal dabei. Oh Gott. Egal ob positiv oder negativ, Bewertung immer gern gesehen, das war's meinerseits und wir sehen uns das nächste Mal wieder. See ya, guys.